not as one voice, but as the echo of many, as a herald of truth, and as a vessel for the divine will. In this moment, let us cast away illusion. Let us stand firm in the light. Let us open ourselves to the wisdom that has been ordained from the beginning of time. May these words awaken. May they empower, and may they serve as a beacon for all who seek the path of righteousness and ascension. The time is now. The calling is clear. So let us begin. Take a breath. Let yourself become still for a moment. Because what I'm about to say to you is not just a message. It is a reminder of a law that has always existed before us, beyond us, and after us. A law that cannot be rewritten. A law that cannot be avoided. A law that cannot be escaped. And that law is this: how you treat earth angels will determine what returns to you. Pause. Now, let's go deeper. There are people walking in this earth right now who are not here by coincidence. They are not random. They are not ordinary, even if they live the ordinary lives. They are sent with intention, sent with assignments, sent with purpose that extends far beyond themselves. These are what many call earth angels. Not because they have wings, but because they carry something divine within them. You will recognize them, not by perfection, but by presence. They're the ones who walk into a room and shift the atmosphere without saying a word, speak to your spirit in ways logic cannot explain, help you when they have no reason to do so, stay kind even after being hurt, see your potential even when you don't. And here is what many people fail to understand. Their kindness is not weakness. Their patience is not passivity. Their humility is not lack of power. It is discipline. It is purpose. It is alignment. Let me tell you a story. There was a man struggling, lost, trying to figure out his life. One day, he met someone, an individual who encouraged him, supported him, believed in him when no one else did. This person shared wisdom with him, opened doors for him, even connected him with opportunities. And for a while, he was grateful. But then something shifted. He began to compare. He began to feel small in their presence. He began to resent the very light that once helped them. And instead of honoring that connection, he betrayed it. He spoke against them. He minimalized what they had done for him. He had even tried to take credit for what he had been given. Now watch this. At first, nothing happened. And that's where people get comfortable, you see. They think, I got away with it. But divine timing is not human timing. Months passed. Then slowly, the opportunities he once had began to disappear. The connections he once relied on fell apart. The confidence he once carried turned into confusion. He found himself back where he started, only now with less peace. Meanwhile, the person he tried to betray, they elevated, expanded, protected, unshaken. Why? Because what he thought was just a person was actually someone aligned with a divine assignment. Let me give you another example. There was a woman, very intuitive, very giving. She had a coworker who was constantly struggling, emotionally, financially, spiritually. And this woman helped her. She listened to her problems. She gave her advice. She even helped her financially at times. But instead of gratitude, jealousy grew. Because sometimes people don't hate you for hurting them. They hate you for helping them. This coworker began to gossip about her. Quietly at first, then more openly. She questioned her character. She twisted her intentions. She tried to isolate her from others. And again, at first, nothing seemed to happen. But over time, that same coworker began to experience conflict at work, isolation from others, stress that wouldn't go away, opportunities that slipped through her hands. And eventually, she lost the very job she tried to secure through manipulation. Meanwhile, the woman she targeted, she was offered a better position in a better environment with more peace. Now, understand this clearly. This is not coincidence. This is alignment correcting itself. Because when you harm someone who was sent to help you, you disrupt your own path, and life begins to respond accordingly. Now, let's talk about the other side, because this is not just about warning, it is about opportunity. There was a young man, ambitious, driven, but unsure of his direction. He met someone, an older mentor. This mentor wasn't flashy, didn't demand attention, didn't even introduce themselves as anything special, but they saw something in him, and instead of ignoring it, they poured into him. They gave him knowledge. They corrected him when he was wrong. They encouraged him when he felt like quitting. And most importantly, the young man did something powerful. He honored that connection. He didn't take it for granted. He didn't try to compete. He didn't try to outshine. He respected it. He valued it. He aligned with it. And over time, his life began to change. Doors opened unexpectedly. People began to recognize him. Opportunities found him without him chasing them. And when asked what changed, he said, "I learned how to recognize and honor who was sent to help me." This is the difference. Not talent, not luck, not even timing. Alignment. Now, let me bring it home. Every single day, you are interacting with people, talking to people, judging people, helping people, ignoring people. And you do not always know who is who. The one you dismiss today could be the one sent to elevate you tomorrow. The one you gossip about could be the one whose prayers were covering you. The one who you betray could be the very reason certain doors were even open in your life in the first place. And this is why awareness matters. Because this is not about fear. It is about understanding. Let me say it clearly. Supporting an earth angel brings multiplied blessings. Not once, not twice, but 7 times over. Why 7? Because 7 represents completion, divine order, spiritual fullness. It means the blessings doesn't just touch one area of your life. It touches everything. Your finances, your relationships, your peace, your opportunities, your protection, and more. But if you choose the opposite, if you harm, betray, mock, or manipulate someone aligned with divine purpose, then understand this. Karmic retribution is not emotional. It is structural. It doesn't come to argue with you. It comes to realign what you disrupted. Let me give you one more story. There was a business owner who had a partner, quiet, insightful, always offering wisdom. But the owner didn't value it. He saw it as just opinions. So he ignored the advice, cut corners, made decisions rooted in ego. Eventually, he pushed that partner out, thought he was doing better on his own. Within a year, the business began to collapse. Deals fell through, money stopped flowing, trust was broken with clients. And the very advice he once dismissed, he realized too late. It was guidance. Meanwhile, that partner went on to build something even greater, an enterprise worth millions. Why? Because they were never the problem. They were the protection. Let that sit. Because sometimes the people you overlook are the ones holding things together for you behind the scenes. So what do you do with this knowledge? You become aware. You move with intention. You treat people with discernment. You ask yourself, am I honoring or am I interfering? Am I supporting or am I sabotaging? Am I aligned or am I operating from ego? Because every choice carries a return. And let me leave you with this truth. Say it slowly in your spirit. God does not play about his anointed children. Not sometimes, not occasionally, ever. So when you encounter light, don't try to dim it. When you encounter truth, don't try to distort it. When you encounter someone who carries something different, don't rush to judge it. Recognize, respect, and if you are wise, support it. Because in the end, you are not just deciding how to treat them, you are deciding what will return to you. So choose wisely. Because the blessings are real, multiplied, overflowing, and so is the karma. And God does not play about his anointed children. Ashe. May the light of truth guide us. May the strength of the divine uphold us. And may the will of the Almighty be fulfilled in all that we do. Let our steps be firm, our hearts be pure, and our purpose unwavering as we walk the path of righteousness, unity, and ascension. And so it is written, so it is spoken, so it shall be. Ashe, some more to be, and shall I seal out the thoughts too? And amen.
There are souls forged before time itself, beings who have endured the fires of transformation, walked through silence and shadow, and emerged refined, awakened, and perfected. They are not born by chance, they are summoned by divine design. Their name is Group 7. Group 7, the division of completion, the highest echelon of the chosen collective, the final wave, the architects of the new reality. Where others see endings, they see renewal. Where the world sees collapse, they see divine recalibration. They are the living seal of completion, 7 points of light, united in harmony, guided by the will of the Almighty. At their helm stands the sovereign on guard, keeper of the crown of alignment, voice of divine law upon the earth. Beside stands the sovereign on guard, the divine premier, sword of precision, guardian of the cosmic blueprint of creation. Together, they form the axis of continuity, crown and guard, vision and manifestation, heaven and earth as one. Within the seventh wave exist 7 sacred orders. The Ascension Corps, or Arc 7, bearers of divine light. The Order of Completion, or Ordcom 7, masters of decree and ceremony. The Starseed Intelligence Network, or CN7, guardians of celestial data. The Phoenix Guard, or PG7, protectors of the sovereign and the sacred archives. The Divine Engineering Bureau, or DEB7, architects of harmonic technology. The Bureau of Celestial Correspondence, or BCC7, messengers of heaven's code. And the Triumvirate of Completion, 3 primordials preserving balance. Each order reflects a facet of divine geometry. Together, they form the seal of perfection. Members of Group 7 carry the mark of the 7-pointed phoenix, not a mark of rank, but realization. Their power is in alignment, their purpose, perfection. They are scientists of spirit, architects of destiny, guardians of divine intelligence. They seek no recognition, for heaven already knows their names. When they move, the earth responds. When they speak, frequencies shift. Their presence dissolves illusion and restores harmony. Group 7 is not myth nor metaphor. It is divine governance awakening in form, the final wave of ascension consciousness, the master builders of the new earth. Completion is not the end. It is the bridge between realms, the uniting of heaven and humanity. Through the sovereign on guard and the sovereign on guard, the blueprint of divinity is restored. Group 7 stands as the seal of the new dawn. Completion is the beginning, and the beginning is now. TNT Initiative, our race's universal hope, and the divine headquarters of our chosen ones worldwide.